Here it is, guys. I cannot believe it. I finally made my way to Michigan, and behind me is a brand new 2020 Ram Heavy Duty with a 6.4-liter Hemi V8 gas engine and an 8-speed automatic transmission. You guys have been writing us every week. Where's the new Hemi with an 8-speed? When are you going to be testing it? Well, the time is finally here. But before I take it on the Gauntlet and do fuel efficiency runs, I have to get it to Colorado. So partially it's going to be a road trip here from Michigan to Colorado. That's going to be a separate video. Then once we get it to Colorado, we're going to do a fuel efficiency run with a trailer, and then finally the Ike Gauntlet World's Toughest Towing Test. But before we do all that, I wanted to show you around the truck, and at the end of this video I'm also going to give you the final sticker price for this beast. This truck right here is a crew cab 4-wheel drive Laramie, and the color you see right here, which I think is pretty cool, it's a premium color. It's called Billet Silver. It's also a night package, as you can kind of tell already, and the way you can tell is kind of blacked out headlights, blacked out grille, body colored matched bumpers, blacked out wheels. So this truck has many options on it. I'm gonna give you kind of a rundown of everything it has. Also has this chin spoiler, and like I said, partially is going to be a road trip video, which is a separate video for road trip fuel efficiency, like you guys have asked us to do. But here it is. It's a 2500 Hemi 6.4-liter. So before we move on, here's a quick look at the interior, which is really premium and nice, and I'll show it to you a little bit in more detail in a minute. Let me pop the hood, show you the big Hemi. We've asked for all the trucks at the same time. I think it was about, I want to say November or October of last year, 2019. And the Ram trucks, they were kind of updating their factory, so they weren't ready immediately. And then of course the virus hit this year, so we weren't able to get a hold of this truck until now. But finally it's here, and I'm doing everything I can to bring it to Colorado. I'm actually driving it myself. So as you can see, this is the new engine. Well, this engine's been around for a while actually, and the power rating is 410 horsepower and 429 pound-feet of torque. But what's new for 2019 and 2020 model years, like this truck, has a brand new 8-speed ZF heavy-duty automatic transmission behind it. And this is why you guys have been writing us messages, Instagram posts, Twitters, tweets, Facebook messages, everything, asking fuel efficiency please, towing please. Well, all of that is coming. Close this down. This truck has so many options. Look, it has a 360-degree camera system. There are cameras underneath each mirror. These are towing mirrors. Of course, there's a camera right here underneath the A in the Ram logo in the front. It has roof marker lights on top, which I love. It makes the truck seem like, or look like, kind of a big rig. Here's the key. I can remote start it, I can drop the tailgate, or I can lock and unlock it. Although you cannot see much light coming from these marker lights right now. Let's take a look on the inside. This truck has a lot of premium touches as well. Of course, blacked out trim, that's part of the night package as well. Here's the Laramie seats. You can kind of see multiple materials, different stitching. And as you know from previous videos with TFL Truck and TFL Now, of course, the interior is new, has been updated for 2019. But the thing is, the trucks, the new heavy-duty trucks, are still keeping their older cab size, but not the interior. Here it is, the big Hemi is waking up. I am going to turn off the headlights just for a second. I'm also gonna let you hear the engine. It's very quiet when it's idling in this cab, but when you kind of hit the throttle, you know it's a Hemi. Here the transmission control, this is new, and this is available on the more premium trucks like this one. It's a rotary dial. Of course you have 2-wheel drive, 4 low and 4 high. This has also a limited slip rear differential, a 373 rear end, and I'll show you some other tricks it's got underneath in the back pretty soon. I am near historic downtown of Romulus, and I will be making my way west pretty soon, but this is a 12-inch vertical infotainment screen. You've seen this before. It's also of course available in these heavy-duty trucks. It's getting kind of humid and hot here in Michigan. And the center console has also been updated. As you've seen, here's my cable. I am kind of connecting my CarPlay using my cable right here. There's also wireless charging, a little cubby hole down here because this particular model does not have a CD player, but I think you could still order one if you wanted to. There's a 115 volt 400 watt outlet down below, so you could charge your laptop. I will be doing that on this trip. Of course you have this double center armrest. Of course this is movable and it's very deep. You've seen this before. 2 cup holders here for the rear passengers. Very nice seats. Also has ventilated feature. Here's the 360-degree camera views. You can see it. It also has a camera on the back of the cab. This truck is running a tonneau cover because that's the way that I received this truck. It does belong to Ram. As usual, we have it on a quick loan, short-term loan. It also has an auxiliary camera feature where you can connect 2 cameras either behind your trailer or inside your trailer. Of course, I don't have a trailer or wiring right now, but the truck is pre-wired for that. Here's some other views. I also love this one where you can kind of see to the side of the truck when you're turning, especially with a trailer. This is very helpful in tight maneuvers. This truck does not have a sunroof, but it does have a Harman Kardon 17 speaker system. And recently, I'm gonna shut this down for a second. Recently on a podcast, TFL Trucking Trucks, and on this channel TFL Now, we did a story specifically about truck speaker systems. And you can see here, it's kind of done also with style, but there are a lot of different speakers, up to 17, and they're also in the ceiling, if you can see that up there. The back seat is pretty standard. I mean, you've seen this before. There are cup holders here in the back. It's all leather. You can lift up these seats. You can also fold this out like this to make for a flat load floor. I moved the seat all the way back because I wanted to show you the interior, so it still is manageable. By the way, there's a cool little light right here when the seat is down and it's nighttime. It kind of shines here on the floor. There's also a secret cubby hole on both sides. Well, not so secret anymore. In this truck, another outlet for charging and USB-C ports. Another cubby hole back here, vents. And this is a very nice vehicle, well equipped. And of course, as I promised you, I'll show you the price at the very end. As I told you, it has a tonneau cover. This truck has the radar system, so blind spot monitoring is there. If you can see on the mirror, here's the blind spot monitoring triangle right there. There's also a light. You can turn this on and shine towards the back of the truck at night. It's pretty good for working at night. Of course, you can extend this mirror manually like this. But for this particular truck, also both sides, the spotter mirror and the main mirror, are both powered. So that's a really nice feature, so you don't have to get out of the truck, well, hopefully not, in order to adjust your mirrors. So here's the bed, dampened tailgate, nice. I have my luggage in here. As you can see, This is also has a gooseneck prep package with a fifth wheel prep package. Wiring here for both 7-pin, the bigger plug, and also the other 12 amp max plug, or the 12-pin, which is for the camera system. Pardon the train. Let me close this down. Before I forget and drive off and have the tonneau cover flop around. Back here there's a step on the side. You've seen this before from several Ram trucks. Of course, 2.5-inch receiver. This truck is capable of pretty hefty towing capacity, approaching 18,000 pounds. Sorry, pardon the traffic. I'm here kind of on the side making my road trip. Another 7-pin connector here, and here's a better look at the 12-pin connector. I don't know exactly, I'm gonna ask about this, but I think Ford uses a very similar connection system, and General Motors uses a different system for their cameras. This truck also has all the latest safety features, which includes the adaptive cruise, lane departure warning, and I'm going to be using adaptive cruise on this road trip because that's going to be a long ways, maybe 1,000 miles after everything is done. This truck has power steps, but this truck is not a Laramie Longhorn, it's not a limited. So this Laramie trim is actually kind of middle of the road, but it's got a lot of optional equipment. So this truck technically starts at $52,350, and the engine is standard 373 rear end, like I showed you, and then the billet silver paint is $200. Towing technology group is about $1,100. Safety group is another $1,100. This includes the adaptive cruise control and adaptive steering system that helps you kind of stay kind of more stable on the highway. Night edition is $2,500 approximately. Bed utility with spray bed liner is $745. Laramie Level 2 luxury group is around $4,200. That includes the stereo, the 17 speakers. Trifold tonneau cover is almost $700. 12-inch screen is around $1,300. Final MSRP is $70,980. Almost 71 grand. You were probably expecting a price similar to this. Yes, but you're getting a lot for your money as well. And you're also paying quite a lot as a sticker price. Of course, there are many discounts to be had across the board. We usually don't talk about discounts because it varies so greatly. And guys, sorry, I forgot to show you one last thing, which makes this truck pretty special. And it's got air suspension in the rear. So there you see big airbags. Those are the springs. It's self-leveling. So for heavy weights when towing, this truck will level itself out. There's a big exhaust pipe for the Hemi. And here's a little step mechanism too. It's kind of neat. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed this little preview. And like I said, we'll be doing a lot more testing, fuel efficiency runs, Gauntlets, world toughest towing test. It's all coming to TFL Truck. And guys, also go back to tfltruck.com for the latest news, views, and real-world truck reviews.